Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And I'm coming to you this morning from the Botanical Gardens, just here at Lady Macquarie's chair. And behind me you'll see the scene of last night's wonderful fireworks. Happy New Year to everybody, wishing you a fantastic 2021. May it be full of happiness, health, prosperity, and may all your dreams come true, and may all your dreams be matched by bold action and strong energy. So what I want to do today on this wonderful day, on this first day of 2021, is to go for a bit of a walk and talk along the pathway here and have a chat to you about a book summary that I read. And it's an awesome book summary, something that'll be very helpful to young parents and for grandparents alike, because regardless of how old you are, regardless of how many children you've had, what you'll find is you can always learn about parenting. So the book that I'm going to go through this morning is entitled Calmer, Easier, Happier Parenting, and it's written by a fellow called Noel Janis-Norton, and it's pretty interesting indeed. So it's a lovely book, and I recommend it for all young parents to grab hold of this book and to try and make the most of it while you can. Let me just shorten the selfie stick so I can get a better angle of this fantastic background. Thank you very much for bearing with me. So we'll go for a bit of a walk and talk. So the book's all about parenting, calmer, easier, happy parenting. So we've all had our challenges as parents. And as my spiritual father says, that parenting is probably one of the most salvific things that you'll ever get to do, because it's like holding a mirror. It's like your children holding a mirror to you, and you get to see your strengths and all your weaknesses as well at the same time. So the author kicks off by basically detailing what the main job of parenting is. And he says that the main job as a parent is to transfer values, skills, habits that are important to your children. But at the same time, when you're transferring those values, skills and habits that are important to your children, you mustn't rob your children of the opportunities to become self-reliant and confident. This is a really big point, and a really big point on parenting, because a lot of parents tend to over-parent their children, and by over-parenting their children, what they end up doing is they tend to steal from them all of those things that the children need to experience on their own in order to grow and develop. The author also talks about the importance of allowing children to do things their own way, and not to dictate to children how to do things, because the author says here that to get children doing things your way all the time will basically generate resentment and resistance. So that's also quite powerful to think about and to consider, and wonderful lessons in parenting. Then the author talks about things that you can do that'll have a great impact. And all of these things that they talk about in terms of parenting for children are things that you can use in your management style with adults. And they talk here about the use of descriptive praise as opposed to superlative praise. Now, you can praise people by just saying how great they are and how wonderful they are and how handsome and beautiful or pretty or smart they are. But what the author says is that by using that superlative praise, is that it's short-lived and it doesn't have the desired long-term impact that is necessary for good parenting. Because what descriptive praise is where you see a child doing something which is pleasing, which is good, and then you describe to them what they're doing and why it's pleasing. So it's different. So what you're doing is you're giving them more to go by, more to see, more to understand. So descriptive praise for children is something that'll help them grow and develop and to want to do it over and over again. So the power of descriptive praise. So when you see a child doing something that is good, what the author suggests is that you describe to them what they're doing and why it's good, so that they can clearly understand why they're getting the praise and what they've done in order to get the praise. The other thing that the author talks about is reflective listening, which is used to help children get through uncomfortable feelings. The author also talks about something which is called never ask twice method, to get a child to do something, because if you keep on having to tell children or tell people what to do, then they just sit and wait to be told all the time. So the author says that there is a method called the never ask twice method, where you get the child to repeat back to you what the instruction was, and then you wait for them to do it, and then once they do what they do, you give them descriptive praise. So the author then goes on to say that the importance of self-reliance. Self-reliance is key for building confidence, is a key stepping stone for building confidence. So as a parent, we need to look at how we can build self-reliance in children in order to use this as a stepping stone to build their confidence. The author then also goes on to talk about this descriptive praise that we talked about before, that you can use descriptive praise also to curb annoying behaviour. Because if you can use descriptive praise in the absence of annoying behaviour, just to reinforce the fact that a child isn't doing something over and over again which is annoying, and then praising them for not doing it. So the author then talks about the importance of asking and not telling children what to do, and to have special time with them, a 10-minute time out where you have a special time with them, which can help reduce attention seeking. So rather than being with them all the time, all day long, what you can do is throughout the day you can organise a special time out where you can spend some time on them, make a fuss over them, which makes them feel special and unique. So the author also talks about the importance that for parents not to solve their children's problems all the time, but to use problems as an opportunity to help them work it out themselves, to grow and develop, to use descriptive praise to help them understand and to learn how to solve their problems, and to use them, to use the problem as an opportunity, as opposed to a thing that a parent does just to comfort their child. A lot of parents, for some stupid and mistaken reason, want to shelter their children from problems, from pain and from suffering. But at the end of the day, the author is suggesting here that a parent or a family environment needs to be a quasi environment for real life. A child needs to experience real life from a home and a comfortable perspective before they get ambushed outside in the real world, and they become overwhelmed and not being able to deal with it, for example, at school or wherever. So parents, we need to toughen up our children, but we need to toughen them up in an environment which is supportive, where we practice the skills that we're learning here in terms of descriptive praise. We do reflective listening. We never ask twice method. We teach them how to become self-reliant and build their qualities and values and praise. So there are a few really, really powerful things that this book talks about. And the author also talks about the importance of building the following values. The values of cooperation, confidence, motivation, self-reliance, and consideration. And as a parent, we need to look at praising the effort, not the results. And it's important as a parent to notice, because children and adults, we're all habitual in nature. We do good things and we do bad things. And if you're noticing the good things and offering descriptive praise for those good things, then you're telling them that they're on track. They can tick a box and know that what they're doing is right, what they're doing is productive and appreciated for a number of reasons. So always try and incorporate the word "I noticed" in your vocabulary. So when you're seeing a child or somebody doing something which is outstanding, or doing something which is productive, or something which is going to help them grow and develop, just tell them that you noticed. And not only did you notice, but also reward them with some descriptive praise. The other thing that the author talks about is the importance of parents taking a united front and not allowing children to use one parent against the other. So, and there are 4 things here that the author talks about that we should never use with children. 4 things you should never say to a child is, hurry up, come on, let's go, or we'll be late. Because all of those things just create anxiety and stress. And there are other ways that you can manage those things by being a little bit more prepared, by doing a little bit of planning with the child and teaching them how to plan their day ahead, their time ahead, their activities, so they don't have to hurry up. They don't have to come on, or we'll be late, or let's go. So in terms of the reflective listening that we talked about before, it's basically what we need to do is we need to imagine how they're feeling and reflect it back to them, so that they know that their feelings are valid, that their feelings are validated, and that it's not odd to feel bad, it's not odd to feel jealous, it's not odd to feel awkward. But we all feel those feelings from time to time, and we just need to grow through those feelings and understanding that they're normal. It's normal to have those sorts of feelings, and that by understanding that it's normal, then they can deal with it and understand that feeling is temporary and it's not a permanent way of existence. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5am Club. It's a tricky topic, but what I really suggest you do, if you're interested, PM me, private message me, and I can send you the book summary, or better still, go and get that book, because that book, from what I've read in the book summary, is absolutely jam-packed with parenting hacks that we can all use. And as I said, you can use them in a family environment, you can use them as a parent, but you can also use them as a partner in a relationship. You can use it with your friends, you can use it as a manager or as a leader, because at the end of the day, we're all the same. We're all children to a certain extent, and we need to be acknowledged, we need to be communicated to in a respectful manner, we need to be acknowledged, we need to be validated, and we need to be helped to get out of our unresourceful states. Anyway, let's finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable. And most importantly, let's remember that in 2021, we are always going to be parents, we're always going to be role models to people around us, and we need to take a leadership position to enable us and them to grow and develop and to make the most of each and every opportunity that arises, and to continue learning, to continue growing, growing and developing in all the aspects of our lives, and to not be afraid to make mistakes, and to always look for OPE, other people's experiences, to help us understand the world and to get broader and different perspectives. Anyway, take care. I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow from a different location with a different message, and to help us get through the first few days of 2021 and getting through this year. And thank God we've got a vaccination to sort everything out, and hopefully we'll be able to travel and be a lot more social through the rest of this year. Take care, yasas, and we'll chat again. Bye from Jim's 5am Club. Bye.